Good afternoon, everyone. It's so joyful to be here. I'm so happy because from the very beginning, which was almost 10 years ago, the idea of a place like this existed in just an idea. And so this is, for the few people here who were with this from the very beginning, this is our baby. And so all of you come to see our baby. So we're very proud of it, and we're very happy today. Every dream, this is like a dream come true for us, and every dream starts with an idea, and that dream started over there at the next block, right over that abandoned factory. This St. Francis Inn. This is a soup kitchen that many of you are familiar with. We feed about 300 or 400 people each day at our main meal, and 250 at our breakfast meal. And most people, I think, believe that soup kitchens are filled with single homeless men. But for any of you who have been to our inn, you know that's not true. We have old people, young people, men, women, families, children, teenagers, and senior citizens. Now when you look and you came into our inn and you saw all these people, when you see children eating in a soup kitchen, your heart breaks. Why should a child in our country have to eat in a soup kitchen? It's just not right. But even when you look at that and your heart is breaking, you see hope. Maybe that child will get a good education. Maybe they'll be super smart and get a great job. Somehow they'll get out of this cycle and better their lives. But then when you look at senior citizens, which are more than 1/3 of our population, people over 65, 70, 80, even into the 90s, they come to eat at St. Francis Inn. You look at them, your heart breaks, but you can't muster hope. How is a senior citizen going to improve their life in our society? Where are they going to go get a better job? Their schooling is finished. They're on a fixed income. So as the prices go up, they get relatively poorer and poorer and poorer. And some of the conditions of our senior citizens would move you to tears. We do food delivery to homes as well as they come to our house. We've gone into seniors' apartments where the plasterboard is falling off the wall, the ceiling is dripping. In the winter, there's no heat. When they ask us for blankets, we say, isn't that wonderful? They're going to keep warm at night. No, they don't use the blankets for that. They put it over the broken window panes so the snow won't come into the house. I remember going into a senior's place to deliver food, and she had a big double bed, a big large room. And she said, just put the food on the floor. So I did that, and I looked up in the corner, I saw an orange glow. And I looked at it more closely. She had a toaster oven that was on with the door open, and that's how she's heated her apartment. So we at St. Francis Inn said, how can we help the most vulnerable of our guests? And we didn't have any idea how to do that. We wanted to help senior citizens, so we asked around and found the man who knew more about senior citizens and housing than anybody in the face of the earth, and that's John Wagner. So we called him to a meeting. He met with us, and it almost was 10 years ago. And he met with us. We told him our thoughts and our feelings and how we'd like to help, and he told us his expertise, and that began a wonderful partnership that resulted in what you see here today. He suggested that we rope in the local parish visitation, Father John's parish, and so the three of us met for all these years, every single month, the second Tuesday of the month, we met and said, how can we help, how can we help? We talked to everybody. And then we said, well, and this happens sometimes when you want to help somebody, maybe what you want is not what they need. So we thought we would find out from the experts what this section, the greatest social need of this section of Kensington was. They studied, they did surveys, they did programs and charts and everything, and after months and months, they said the greatest social need in this part of Kensington is we held our breath. Affordable senior housing. We're on the right track. So then we brought in lawyers, consultants, and financial people, and the meeting seemed to went on and on. And I always joke with John, not being familiar with any of this stuff, being a poor little friar. I went to these meetings and they would throw around acronyms like Campbell's alphabet soup. I didn't know what they were talking about, but they all knew. They were just acronyms they would throw around. Anyway, we met for months and months, and actually years and years. And as Tomiko told you, all the people that we got involved in this project, we finally at St. Francis Inn very early on realized that we were in over our heads. So we gave the baton to the diocese, thank God. And they took it over, and we were their biggest cheerleaders. So it's actually an archdiocesan project here. But the dream started with serving the poor a block away here at St. Francis Inn. And so I just hope that this is seen by you, the residents, people who are living here, is not just a building, not just an apartment, but a home. Even Jesus used the analogy of a home when he described heaven in his Father's house. He described it as a home. So we hope that you here feel a place of light, of nourishment, of love, and of comfort. And I hope that you live here and with the staff that's running here in the spirit of St. Francis that we do at the inn, and hopefully here, that, to paraphrase his prayer, that if you find anywhere discord or hatred, that you sow love. Where you find despair, that you sow hope. Where you encounter doubt, that you would bring faith. If you see any darkness, that you will bring light. And if you see any sadness, that you would live in joy and spread that joy in God's love. And if you do that, then our dream will certainly come true. Thank you.